All right, then let me ask you a hard question right away, and that is, if 300 years of Christians hammering at the Muslims didn't change them, why would you think that 300 years now of Muslims hammering at Christians would change them? In other words, because the Islamic Propagation Center is not to spread Islam to the world.
It is to the world,
including
Muslims,
Christians.
Jews, Christians, and to all.
You expect Christians to resist for 300 years?
No. You see, if the right approach is there, you see, there is an approach. The approach of the Christian missionaries and the Christians then was a harsh approach. Like what they did to the American Negroes. In America, same type of treatment was given to the Muslims here. But now one gave in because they had somehow they didn't have that type of background, religious background, to resist conversion. These people had. They go the Malays. They had something, basic knowledge about religion which kept them together. Now, in our approach today, you see, we are using a technique of speaking to a people, the Jews and the Christians, according to their own background and experience. The methods that were used by the Christian missionaries was, in the past, attacking Islam, attacking the Holy Prophet Muhammad, attacking the Quran, and that didn't gather honey. But we are not attacking Jesus or the Christian people. What we are saying is, we have an approach where we are calling the people, says, come, let us reason together. And in that, we say, we want to show you from your own background and experience that it was about time that you look for a person who would give you a solution to all your problems. Because we say that Jesus Christ, before he parted, he told his disciples, he said, I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. Meaning you haven't got the capacity. He had the knowledge. He had the solution to our problems for eternity. Who Jesus Christ is the mighty, as a man of God, as a mighty messenger of God, as a Messiah, he had answers to all your problems. But the people to whom he was addressing, they were incapable of receiving that message. So he says, howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak from himself, but what things shall he hear, that shall he speak, and he shall declare unto you the things that are to come. He shall glorify me. Now we Muslims, we are claiming that that Spirit of truth, or that Comforter, as prophesied by Jesus, is Muhammad, and he is giving you a solution to all your problems. Those solutions might not go down well, because we are all used to certain ways of living, thinking, but if you sit and reason, these are solutions to your problems, whatever problem you have. In South Africa, the biggest problem we have is race. And throughout the world, the biggest problem of mankind is racism. And Islam not only speaks about the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of man, it gives you a solution to your problem, how to solve it. It lays out a system. Whereas everybody else talks. Fatherhood of God, there is but one Lord, he created us all, and we are all his children. That is talk. But how to create that brotherhood? In Islam, we have a system. Now the system is, you see, 5 times a day, the Muslim is made to come together.
Yes.
In what is called salat, prayer. So when they gather together in the mosque, they use the same taps for ablution, they use the same towels for wiping the faces, and they stand shoulder to shoulder, no gaps left between the rich and the poor, the black and the white, or whatever. They all must stand shoulder to shoulder. Because the Holy Prophet Muhammad has said that when you stand up for prayer, you must not leave gaps for the devil to get in between you and your brother. Now the devil he was talking about was not the guy we see in the art gallery in Durban. If you go to the museum complex, you see there in the art gallery beautiful paintings by great artists. Among them there is one huge painting of a beautiful woman with wings. And she's got a wand in her hand. That magic wand, W-A-N-D.
A wand. A wand.
Wand in her hand. And she's directing the devil. In the picture, you can see, she's directing the devil to go to hell. And you can see hell in the distance. And you see this devil with horns, with sharp ears, and a tail with a barbed hook, with a ready complexion, fiery himself. And he is flying off also towards hell. Right. Now that devil if anybody saw, we will run for dear life. We flee for our life. So Muhammad wasn't talking about that. He was talking about you yourself, we ourselves. You know, our racial pride, our arrogance, our riches. I am white, he is black, and I am rich, he is poor. That devil must not be allowed to come in between you and your brother. So 5 times a day, the Muslims gather together, stand shoulder to shoulder. Then in a bigger circle, on Fridays, more people gather from different districts. And on occasion of 2 of our festivals, what we call Eid, one after the fasting season, and another one after 2 months and 10 days after that, another big feast. There when we gather together in an open field, again people, wider group comes along together. Then once a year in Mecca, the whole Muslim community from all over the world, you know, the blonde-haired and blue-eyed Turk, and the darkest cold Ethiopian Muslim, and the Chinese Muslim, and from Muslims from all over the world, they gather in the same pilgrim's garb, which creates a type of brotherhood and unity. There is a system. Not only talking, but the system is laid out, which no other religious group of people have. They all talk, but there's no system of bringing people together.